These are the most famous scones in the whole world. They're Mary O's scones. You may have seen them online. An Irish woman making homemade scones in New York City. This is Mary O's.
It's a real taste of home, you know. I'm here 33 years. Brandon from Humans in New York came and he did a story, and then that was it. It went wild. Yeah. The scone is the one that they all want. You're so funny.
Wow.
Now don't just say it.
No, I'm not just saying it, but wow. Your face.
People love it because it reminds them of home and their mother's kitchen, and not just Irish people, like everybody, like they have like a special attachment to something that's just like delicious and warm. I didn't do anything, I just followed my heart.
This scone right here, please.
You sure now that's the one you want? The excitement. It's blackberry. When you cook them.
How?
No.
What's the best way to eat these?
So it's my mother's recipe. You know, when we were kids, she would just make the scones for us. They'd come out of the oven, she'd cut them in half, and she'd put butter and blackberry jam on them. And you know, it was her own homemade blackberry jam, so I make the blackberry jam the exact same as what she would do. Everything that goes in is Irish. I use organic raisins, and then Irish flour, Irish butter. So I make everything.
Okay.
Nobody touches them except me.
Okay.
And then they come out of the oven,
Yeah.
and then Angela will butter and jam with, like I have another woman that helps us. And so they just stand there, butter and jam the scone, and then we call out the customer's name and we hand it out to them. So I have a traditional Irish music session that has been going on in Mary O's for over 10 years. And this girl, Caitlin Werbelow, she runs it. And during COVID, when COVID hit, she put the session up online. So every Thursday, people would come on Zoom and they would, everyone would play music together. And it was amazing. And Caitlin would say to me all the time, you should sell your scones online, you should sell the scones. And I always wanted to, and myself and herself would have had these conversations several times. And so in COVID, she was like, you should do it with the music people because they had a huge audience.
Yes.
We put it out on the music session, and so people started ordering. And it was crazy because I thought, oh God, like on a Monday I could have like 40 orders, and I'd be like, this is amazing. So I'd make them every day fresh and then drop them at the post office. And then a guy, Roger Clark, he came in January 2021, and he's like a local news reporter, and he did a little human interest story. And then that was like, oh, people were coming to the window because it was COVID, and they were knocking on the window going, can we get the scones that we saw on New York One, you know? And I was like, this is amazing. You know, and people really connected to getting that homemade, like just, it was like something that just like, it touched their heart. It just kept my brain really alive during COVID. Because in the pub, there was absolutely nothing. It was like crazy, you know? Things kind of lightened up a little bit, and we still had outdoor dining and stuff, but then Brandon from Humans in New York came, and he did a story, and then that was it. It just like, it went wild.
Yeah.
I made every single scone. It has just continued, it has not stopped. Maybe about a year ago, this friend of mine came to me and he was like, Mary, I have a space, you should take it. And I was like, oh, will I, won't I? And then one day he came to me and he was like, listen, go up there, there's the key, go in. He said, sit in it and make your decision and come back to me. And so I come in, like I knew, I was in here and I was like, I know this is like the place, it just happened.
Yeah.
And like people would say to me, well, how did you do this and how did you do that? I say, I didn't do anything, I just followed my heart.
How long does it take you to cook a batch of scones?
It depends, but like maybe about 20 minutes in the oven, usually. For the shop, it's open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have 6 kids. So I have 3 boys, 3 girls. I get a lot of Irish like us, and they love it. Like they love it, that butter is on it and the jam, and it's a real taste of home, you know?
Yeah.
And then they get a cup of tea. People love it because it reminds them of home and their mother's kitchen, and not just Irish people, like everybody, like they have like a special attachment to something that's just like delicious and warm, and Do you get me?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go, there's my spiel. I'm going to butter and jam scones for you now, but I want you to get the perfect ones. All right, pick your scone.
This scone right here, please.
You sure now that's the one you want? The excitement. When you cook them.
How?
No.
What's the best way to eat these?
You're so funny.
Wow.
Now don't just say it.
No, I'm not just saying it, but wow.
Yeah, your face is telling it.
Yeah, my face can be quite tough.
I just got to chat with Mary too. Look at that, the smell of them. Still warm. Irish butter, homemade blueberry jam. Now, this place only opens 4 days. When the scones are gone, they're gone. They open at 7 a.m. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're in New York, pop in. What a wonderful woman. What a wonderful spot.